Did you know the biggest tank battle in human history wasn't in some desert or Hollywood movie? It was in a muddy Russian field in 1943. It was called the Battle of Kursk, and it was basically the heavyweight title match between Hitler and Stalin. Winner takes Eastern Europe. After the disaster at Stalingrad, the Nazis wanted revenge. So Hitler launched Operation Citadel, a plan to punch through a bulge in the Soviet front lines around the city of Kursk. It was supposed to be a lightning strike. Spoiler, it turned into a metal blender. Germany rolled in with almost 3,000 tanks, including their shiny new Tiger and Panther tanks, mechanical beasts armed with massive 88mm cannons. They thought these super tanks would tear through the Red Army like tin cans. But the Soviets were ready. They had been tipped off by British and American intelligence and had turned the Kursk region into a death trap. We're talking 3,000 miles of trenches, minefields so thick you couldn't walk 5 feet without stepping on one, and 20,000 artillery guns pointed right at the Germans. When the attack started in July 1943, it was pure chaos. Tanks were exploding, planes were dogfighting overhead, and entire battalions were being erased in minutes. One German officer described it as fighting inside a furnace. The most brutal part came at a place called Prokhorovka, where hundreds of Soviet T-34s slammed straight into German Tigers at point-blank range. No fancy tactics, just steel, smoke, and bravery measured in tons. It was so close that some tank crews rammed each other because their guns couldn't depress low enough to shoot. By the end, Hitler's unstoppable armor was stuck, burning, and surrounded. The Red Army launched a massive counterattack, and the Germans never recovered. From that point on, the Nazis were on defense for the rest of the war. The Battle of Kursk cost both sides dearly. Nearly 2 million men fought there, and over 300,000 were killed, wounded, or missing. But it was the moment the tide truly turned in the East. The Soviet Union proved it could not only stop the Nazi war machine, it could crush it. And for anyone wondering just how bad it was, one Soviet veteran said, "When it was over, there were more tanks burning than trees standing." So yeah, when people talk about epic battles, Kursk doesn't just take the cake. It ran it over with a tank. Now you know, smart history ought for dumb times. If you like this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.